It's been almost 20 years since black replaced beige as the most popular color for desktop PCs, but there are still a few companies manufacturing peripherals for computers in beige, the most famous of which is Unicomp, which is still manufacturing Model M mechanical buckling spring keyboards today. But here's another new beige keyboard which claims to be inspired by the Model M. This is by a company called Perix, and to go with it, I also found a new mouse that's beige, and it's made by a company you may not expect. In fact, it's not even written on the box it comes in. So here is the Perix Paraboard 106M Performance Beige keyboard. They also make it in black and white. Claimed it was designed in Dusseldorf, Germany. Value creator, whatever that means. It's full size. It has a 1.5 meter cable. Laser printing. Oh, I guess they mean the lettering on the keycaps was done by laser printing, although that has nothing to do with a typical desktop laser printer that they show there. 20 million times. I guess that's the life cycle of the key switches. More information on the back. It's the US Performance Beige keyboard. Standard full-size keyboard, durable laser printing keys, key press life cycle 20 million times, curved keys with ergonomic support, and 1.5 meter durable cable. System requirements: IBM or compatible PC system, Windows XP through 10. This is the USB version. They also might offer a PS2 version, although I did not see that listed on Amazon. No driver needed. It says IBM or compatible. I assume it would also work fine off a Mac. There's the company's address in Germany, and it was made in China. The box of the mouse is much less interesting. This is the only sticker on it, just giving the model number, the serial number, and says it was made in China. So here we go for opening the box of the keyboard. It's actually packaged the other way around. Like it showed on the box, there's no manufacturer name or model number printed on the keyboard itself, where you would typically expect it up here in the corner. There's nothing. And this bezel for the lock lights doesn't have anything on it either. So let's take it out of the box. Well, it does have a little manual in there. Paraboard 106M. Basically it says just plug it in. And finally here it says the key type is membrane. So it's not a mechanical keyboard, it's rubber dome keyboard. 10 million, it said 20 million on the box. Anyway, here's the keyboard itself. One thing I noticed is that although the keyboard is beige, the cable is white. There's a slight difference that may not come out that well on camera. Mostly it looks just like a keyboard from the 90s. The only giveaway that it might be slightly more modern is, of course, the Windows keys, but those became common in the mid-90s. But also the Euro symbol.
Do you want to know what the next big thing is going to be? The Euro. It's already on the way, so remember, a pound will get you €1.27. It's a great number, and soon it will be playing right across Europe. Think Euro. The change is in your pocket.
Back then there might have been a couple new keyboards that were beige and had the Euro symbol, but it was definitely not common. Also another giveaway, it uses the modern Windows logo instead of the more classic wavy style. And I think also this symbol has been simplified over the years. There's the sticker on the back. The part number is KU-3923. You can make the cable come out of either side of these channels here, and it has flip-up feet. And oh yeah, it has rubber feet on the bottom so it won't slide around on you. I like the typing feel. It's a classic rubber dome feel, but it's nice and solid, and the keycaps themselves are not that noisy. So I like it. I mean, would I prefer to have a mechanical keyboard? Not necessarily. I like a good rubber dome keyboard a lot better than I like a bad mechanical keyboard. Especially these days, there are a lot of bad mechanical keyboards that mostly just make a lot of noise. And once you get beyond that, there's no real advantage in typing feel or typing speed over a good Rubber Dome keyboard. Just one thing that sticks out to me is they made the zero key the darker gray color when it's supposed to be the beige color. That just sticks out. It's not correct. Otherwise, they got the coloring right, especially this middle set of function keys of the darker gray color. So it's a typical old-fashioned 1990s style Rubber Dome beige keyboard. Made brand new today in 2021. And it even has a little notch in the caps lock key so you don't accidentally hit it when you're going for the A key. There's one of the Rubber Dome key switches. So it's not dome with slider or anything fancy like that, just regular Rubber Dome. And just one thing that's missing is the strong new car smell that new computer equipment used to have back in the 80s and 90s.
It smells. Oh my word, it smells like a new car. I'm not even kidding. It smells like a new car.
Due to environmental regulations, they've really had to cut down on the amount of outgassing that the plastic does. So it doesn't really have a noticeable smell anymore. So that was the keyboard. Now how about the mouse? There's some user's guides in various languages. And here is the mouse itself. And it's made by Microsoft. You wouldn't expect that. But they make a new beige mouse today. They call it white, but it's beige. It matches this keyboard perfectly. And it even includes a PS2 adapter. So even though it's natively USB, you can adapt it to PS2. So you get your left and right buttons, the scroll wheel, which also clicks in. Feels pretty good. And it's a optical mouse, as you would expect these days. Kind of hard to read the printing on there, but it's the Microsoft Basic Optical Mouse version 2.0, USB and PS2 compatible. It's model 1113. Just one thing I noticed about this is that the mouse is very light. I think actually the cable weighs more than the mouse itself. So they should have added something in here to weigh it down. That's just the one drawback I feel. It's very light. So that's the Microsoft Basic Optical Beige Mouse. Brand new in 2021. There's the new beige keyboard and mouse with my old beige Compact Despro EN computer, beige NEC monitor, and beige Harman Kardon speakers.
Check this out! I am watching Vlog TV on a compact freaking Despro EN.
It wouldn't be my Despro now, would it?
No, it's not.
So let's turn it on. It's running Windows Embedded POS Ready 2009, which was the updated version of Windows XP. And it shows that it found the USB keyboard, and the mouse is already working because I have it connected through the PS2 port. So that PS2 adapter works fine. It's a little bit fast, but that's typical for modern mice because they use a higher DPI, so I can go into the control panel and slow it down a little bit, and that's better. And the keyboard's working too. So here's a quick typing test with the Perix keyboard. Other than the mouse being rather light, I have no real complaints about either of these. Of course, the keyboard is no match for Model M, but you're not paying Model M prices either. Right now on Amazon, the keyboard is $34.99 and the mouse is $10.49. So if you're in the market for a new beige keyboard or mouse, I can recommend both of these. And as for this old compact Despro EN computer, I have an Oriole Vortex 2 sound card in it, and I mostly use it for recording audio from analog sources such as records and tapes. Such as this recording I made of a tape of WRSU, the Rutgers University radio station from the late 1970s.
This is WRSU-FM, New Brunswick.
The House has adopted an auto industry-backed proposal to give car manufacturers much more time. Good afternoon. It's 80 degrees in New Brunswick. This is the WRSU 3 o'clock report. I'm Mark Nunberg. The House has adopted an auto industry backer proposal to give car manufacturers more time to meet clean air standards. Supporters of this measure said President Carter's stricter plan would force automakers to produce less gas cars efficiently. The proposal stretches out the deadlines of the Clean Air Act of 1970 in a way automakers say will let them clean exhaust and still have fuel-efficient cars. A 28-year-old climber scaled the quarter-mile tall sheer face of the Manhattan's World Trade Center today. George Willig was only able to say it was a lot of fun before police whisked him off to book him on charges of trespassing, reckless endangerment, and disorderly conduct. Police are holding a Soviet Union citizen who hijacked a Soviet airline to Sweden. President Carter signs a nuclear control treaty and answers questions for reporters, all right after this.
Tune into FM 88.7 on Sunday afternoon at 4 p.m. for the traditional and contemporary sounds of Poland on the Polish Hour. That's the Polish Hour, Sunday afternoon at 4 here on WRSU.